Donuts. They're so nice, especially Krispy Kreme donuts, but they don't have shops everywhere, and they're a bit expensive. But what if you could make Krispy Kreme-style donuts at home? Let's give it a try. What ingredients do we need? Let's have a look. 2 packets of yeast. 1/3 of a cup. That's about 80 millilitres of water. 1.5 cups. That's about 375 millilitres of milk. 2 goddamn eggs. 1/3 of a cup. That's about 95 grams of butter. 5 cups. That's about 640 grams of plain flour. A pinch of salt. Some bloody oil. What about the glaze? About 1/4 of a cup of butter that will later melt. We're gonna need some of that vanilla flavouring, man. A cup of icing sugar. Yay! And a splash of milk. Okay, I don't have a mixer, so we're going to do this manually. What we need to do is, in a mixing bowl, put the water, which needs to be lukewarm, not boiling, about 40 degrees. Just place that into the bowl. And into that, we're going to put the 2 packets of yeast. That smells lovely. We're going to leave the yeast to dissolve for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to scald the milk by putting it in the microwave for a couple of minutes or so. Microwave! Take it out and just let the milk cool. Now it's cooler, let's add into the yeast, the milk, the sugar, about a teaspoonful of salt, 2 eggs, let's say about 2/3 of the flour. Ooh, flour. And then the butter. Plop. Start mixing. Off camera, I'm mixing this like a bitch, man. If you got a mixer, put it on about medium. After a couple of minutes mixing, add in the remaining flour and just mix it to death. Kill the mix! You should start to get a much doughier consistency eventually. Remember to scrape down the sides and fold in and just keep mixing for a few more minutes. Eventually you'll get a smooth, sticky, doughy texture. What we're going to do is transfer that into a greased bowl so it doesn't stick. In a new bowl, just cover it over with a tea towel or cloth, and we're going to leave that in a dry place for about 1 or 2 hours until it about doubles in size. Woo! So whilst that mixer's rising, you've got a couple of hours to kill, so just sit back, relax, chill. In fact, whilst you just sat there, why not give my recommendation a go? This is a Darlington's, and I'll put it up, the link in the description. Watch yourself. Holy crap, look at this! This stuff's really sticky, so we're going to flour the crap out of the worktop and the rolling pin and try and stop it sticking to anything. We need to roll it down to about 1/4 of an inch thick. It's a dough flyby! Whee! Look at that! Ideally now you'd have a donut cutter or a cookie cutter or something. I don't, so I'm going to use a trusty dish. Take the dish, flour up the edges, and just press it on to the dough, like so. Press in, move it around a bit. Basically, you're just manufacturing donut-shaped holes. Once you've got your round-ish bit, get a shot glass and do exactly the same for the hole in the middle. Ta-da! Just keep repeating that process until you have lots and lots of donuts. Yay! Once you cut out the donuts and shape them, then just leave them for 10 minutes or so and they'll still continue to rise and be really fluffy. With little odds and ends, you can just make your own donuts by just rolling them and shaping them a little bit. And of course, Save the holes and they make nice little treasured snacks as well. Donuts. Now in a large saucepan, preferably one larger than this, we want to pour in around about 3 inches or so of vegetable oil. Heat up that oil on a medium heat until it gets to around about 350-375 degrees. Never leave it unattended, obviously, because that's how fires start, dummy. Okay, with the heat on around about a quarter of the way, what we want to do is carefully, very carefully, because this is very hot oil, very carefully lower in your donut. It'll bubble, it'll expand, and it'll get nice. Each donut should take around about a minute on each side to turn them over. Again, be very careful because it is very hot. Some people use something like chopsticks. I've got some little wooden prongs, basically scoop in the hole, flip it over. Remember, you're looking for a nice golden brown fluffy kind of donut. Oh yeah, look at that. Eventually you'll have 24 amazing donuts. So now whilst they're cooling, let's look at the glazing. Yes! Let's melt the butter that we saved earlier for the glaze. Into the melted butter we're going to mix in some of the icing sugar and some of the vanilla and a little bit of milk. You stir it in bit by bit. Basically want about 2 teaspoons of the vanilla and probably around about 5 or 6 tablespoons of the milk. And when it's all come together, you're ready to dip your donuts. Take a donut, dip a donut, pick it up and place it on the rack. Just repeat for all the rest. Oh my god, how nice do they look. And remember those holes that were left over? Well, look at this. You got bite-sized little donuts. Ow! Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, nice. So that is how to make Krispy Kreme-style donuts. Oh, they're so nice. Give it a go, let me know how you get on in the comments below. And please like, share and comment on the video. Thanks.